What is going on, guys? Happy hour. Welcome to Happy Hour Live. I'm Dave. I'm not wearing any pants. There's a good reason for that. I was in Sholo, Arizona, or Grants, New Mexico. It was starting to get cold. Sholo, it was getting colder. We're talking 27 degrees, and I was going to stay there a little bit longer, and I thought, no, you know what? I'm coming to Mesa. So I am in Mesa now. So where it's nice and warm, t-shirt weather. It's been beautiful. I just so happy to be back in Arizona. What a long trip it has been all the way around the country. And, Route 66 did not disappoint, but I will say, come about Oklahoma City, if you haven't been following along, I came down with a nasty something and ended up in the hospital with pneumonia. I'm glad to say that I am 95% done with the whole pneumonia thing. Oh, I'll tell you what. Wait, just started the wood stove. Not fair. Yeah. No, you Eskimos there in Eskimo land. If you're still in the Northwest and you're planning on coming down to the Southwest, you better get a move on. It's cold up there. Wait, right there, that one there. Yeah. No, it is cold up there, and it's cold just an hour and a half, 2 hours north of here. I came down, guys. I came down Route 60 from Grants all the way down, and I'll tell you what a beautiful drive that was. I can't stress it enough. That route coming down, it comes out as a diagonal. So if you don't want to take Highway 10 or Highway 40, that Route 60, it's a little bit slower. You got to go easy. There's a couple of twisty turny sections, but dropped from 7,500 feet down to about 50. I think Mesa is about 1,500 feet. So it is a heck of a drop. And all you have to do is put it in neutral and coast. Probably not. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh my gosh. I've got a little bit of video to share with you. Let me throw the link though, if I can. That one right there. It is open mic night. If you want to join us online, absolutely come on. Let me see here. See if I can make I do a little work here. Okay. I should have done this before. Why didn't you do this before, Dave? There we go. This link, I'm going to throw it out there in the comment section, should bring you to the show. There we go. No, don't coast, Jenny says. Yeah, probably not. That link right there, I'll put you in the green room, and I'll introduce you if you want to come on and say hi. I don't have a lot planned tonight, but I do have a little video for you, including a ghost campground. And I stopped at it completely by accident. I needed to, one of the curtains came loose on the passenger side and was starting to slide forward. And I had to stop the coach on the highway. And I was just looking for a wide spot in the road to stop that. And just so happened where I stopped the coach to fix said curtain, I was amazed at a campground, or what used to be a campground, with relatively modern buildings, guys. I was really kind of quizzical on this whole thing. I did take a walk through that. I won't show you the whole thing, but I will show you a little bit of, let's see if I can bring that video up here. Well, you know what? We won't do that just yet, will we? Let's say hi to everybody real quick. I'm a little out of practice, aren't I? Look at that. I'm a little out of practice. You guys have been sitting here chatting. Let me go back here. Expired up. Cracker Box Palace is first in the house. Hello, Bill. How you doing? Cowboy Biker Adventures and Jenny Loves Real Estate. That's Miss Jen right there. Dawn, Cowboy Biker Adventures. How you doing? Hope all is well. It's been a while since I've talked to you. Mr. Gary, RV Living Life. Oh boy, I've got a few weeks to catch up with you on the fantasy football. And Gary spanked me last week. I'm just saying, it was, I don't know, all my players, they took a nap or something. We'll go over that sometime here in the show. I'll see if we can't cover the last 6 weeks and show where everybody is at that's in on the fantasy football. But Gary, glad to have you here. Say hi to Miss Carol. Desert Gypsy's in the house, saying hi to everyone. I believe I just heard she might be in the hot tub. I would not blame you. It's your due. She's just getting over something, and it's going around, guys. It's going around, but she's doing much better now. WCRV Adventures, Wayne and Carrie, glad to have you guys here. Okay. I saw, where did I see? Oh, I'm missing somebody here, and I apologize. I don't know. I'm getting rusty, guys. I'm getting rusty. Did I mention it is good to be back in Arizona? Man, I can't tell you, 27 degrees just is too cold. Is too cold. I didn't have jackets. I didn't have warm clothing, and it was that kind of biting cold that just kind of goes through everything. And I thought, yeah, I need to get out of here. I need to get someplace warm. So, let's see. Is it still beginner's luck day? Yeah. You know what, Gary, you got it last week. All right, we're gonna go over that. I'm gonna give it to you. So and it's only because my players just decided to take a nap. I don't know. That's all I can explain. They just took a nap. So, oh my, what? 103 there. Yeah. One in Burns, Oregon is 103 degrees. Can you believe that? No, probably not. 10 days away, Tom and Lori RV Live. They're getting close. Did I manage to stop? I did. I did, Bill. And I actually had one of their sandwiches there. I was actually in that area for about, well, let's just say 7 days, because that was all that you were allowed to stay at the campground where I was at. And I missed 2 Sundays. 2 lives because there was no signal. Couldn't barely make a phone call up there, guys. It was that bad. But you know what? I was still recovering, and it felt good to have some peace and quiet, and loved it. So I did get by the junkyard, though. I did go into Grants. That's in Grants, New Mexico, and yeah, I'm happy to say I did get by there. So there you go. All right. If I missed your question, I apologize. Yeah, it sounds like Wayne and Gary met up with Miss Jen there in Nashville, and had a blast in Nashville. Heard lots of stories. Glad that you guys had a good time. So, all right. Anyway, here, let's see if we can't throw up that video. Check this out, guys. and I did not realize where I had stopped. So that one. No, go back, and down to that one, and that one. Here we go. What is going on, guys? Okay, I almost passed this place up. Lots of abandoned buildings, including, looks like a store and gas station right over there. And I was driving by on the highway and just needed to stop for a second and literally pulled up in front of this. Oh, I see another building down there. Lots of buildings here. The sign in front says Seneca Lake. And I really don't see much on Google Maps about it. I don't see any signs that say no trespassing. But it does say to keep a watch on your kids. So well, you know what? I want to check this out. Let's walk through some of these buildings. This one over here seems to be the biggest. We'll walk over to that one. There's another one over here. And then possibly there's a lake down here, Seneca Lake. It's not too much of a walk. I really don't want to drive the coach down there. See, there's a big turnaround area. So I was able to park over here and stop. And let's take a look inside over here. Looks like the vandals got into this one quite a bit. Oh, I see a bathtub over there. So this was some sort of house. I'm not sure. Almost all the walls have been kind of ripped out. I don't know why. Apparently stairs gone. Somebody used this to make stairs to get up to the top. Yes, it is, Tom. I don't imagine I need to be up there. Really. In the fireplace. I'm not sure. This must have been some sort of campground. I don't know. I'll have to do a little bit of digging. I see another building down that way. Possibly picnic tables and campsites. So I am gonna kind of walk on down that way. But there's another building over on the other side of the coach over here. I wanted to take a look at that one too. You know, I see these places occasionally, and when I have time, I like to go and check it out and kind of imagine what it once was, what that once was, and why is it abandoned? I couldn't tell you. That's a heck of a lot of rock work right there. And this was quite the building as well. Looks like the local artists have been taking turns on the place. This appears to be a bar once upon a time. Huh. Don't really see too many signs. I see another building over there. And this was 2-story. That fireplace, double-sided fireplace, one side over here, one side over here, and a whole lot of glass broken out over here. So not 2-story, just a very big great room. Again, why is it abandoned now? I could not tell you. Looks like possibly restrooms down this way, yeah. Quite the place. Quite the place. Lots of trash around. That doesn't really surprise me. I see a picnic table over that way. So maybe we'll walk over there and see if that's a campground, what I'm looking at. Not sure. Oh, there's a whole pile of glass. Oh. Stairs are pretty nice coming down. There you go. Anyway, yeah, I did end up taking a walk around there, and full campground. I mean, with full hookups all the way around. Not one person, not one homeless person, not one boondocker, and also not one no trespassing sign. It just, it felt like I had the whole place to myself to walk around and investigate. And I will say that I never did, after walking probably at least 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles in and around, I never did find the lake. And perhaps the lake disappeared. I don't know. But it was, I don't know about you guys. I always wonder what happened with something like that, because these are newer buildings, and no signs of fire, no signs of that. For whatever reason, they pulled out of there. As I walked around there, it looked like with a little bit of cleanup, you could open that place up and and have a going campground. So there were two reasons that I didn't stay there that night. And I normally love boondocking at these places. And usually they're quiet, for whatever reason, still abandoned. So I will take advantage of that, and I don't mind hanging out around those old buildings and stuff. But no, there's two reasons. One was I had no cell signal, no data signal up there, and I especially staying in a place like that, I don't like to be cut off. The other side of it is this was on the Apache Indian Reservation. As you come through there, Highway 60 kind of goes diagonal through there. And I just thought, rather than get in trouble on the reservation, I am just going to go ahead and I never felt that it was a danger. I just felt like, maybe not, I choose not to stay on the Indian reservations unless they outwardly say it's okay to stay. So I see Gary is in the house. You ready there, Gary? Yeah. All right. Come on, where's Gary? Is it not working? Well, we're having a glitch here or something because I can't see you, Gary.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, there we go. That's
weird.
I
don't have much of a picture today. It's kind of fuzzy.
well, how's Mr. Gary doing? Congrats on your win last week. We'll go over that in a little bit, but
man, how embarrassing, Dave.
Oh, that was really embarrassing.
I think he got 97 or something, eh?
I didn't even break 100 points.
Yeah.
I didn't even break 100.
I felt bad. I stopped bugging you about it after a while there. Yeah. I was just looking at it, and looks like I'm going down tonight. And
are you? Yeah,
and if you beat Jennifer, that puts at least 4 of us at 6-3, right?
I think so, and that I don't know how that'll shake out on the rosters there on the leaderboard. So
I can never figure out how that leaderboard works.
Right.
Figured out. Yeah.
Well, how's Gary doing? Gosh, I haven't talked to you guys in a while.
You were talking about your long trip around the U.S. there, and it was long.
Yeah.
And I'll always remember the time we spent in Florida. We sure had a good time down there.
Oh, same here. Same here. Absolutely.
That was fantastic.
Yeah. No. And I look forward, I go over to that side of the coast every 2, 3, 4 years. Right. Just because I need a change. And it is much greener over there on the East Coast. So I think on my next trip, though, I definitely gonna have to invest in Elon Musk's internet over there because you're the one thing that I have kind of figured out is the entire East Coast is used to going without internet. Used to go without phone signal.
I can't handle it. Like we went to so many places this summer, like the northeast part of Canada, and there's nothing. If we didn't have Starlink, there's nothing. And there's signs on the side of the road like no gas stations, no cell service for 3 hours. While you're driving, and it's a 2-lane road paved, and the side of the road just goes like that into the wilderness, right? So if you break down, you're blocking 1 lane. That's all there is to it, right?
Yeah.
And when we have Starlink, we use what is it, cell over Wi-Fi or whatever they call it, and we get perfect telephone service through Starlink in those places where you are in the middle of nowhere. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a must on my next trip. I didn't feel it as much the first time that I did the East Coast, but I wasn't doing the lives on the East Coast either. And
it's expensive.
I don't like I don't mind being disconnected. That doesn't bother me, but I with the lives, at least once a week, I need to be connected. And I found that it was almost impossible to guarantee it, you know. So
we can't go 10 minutes without being connected here. We need to be connected.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got so much going on, you know.
Yeah,
everything goes through the internet. All of our cameras, you know, all the YouTube stuff we watch. Carol watches Netflix a lot. Carol's in the back there watching Netflix now. I don't know if you can.
Oh yeah.
See the light in the door back there?
Oh yeah,
She's behind that door watching Netflix.
Nice.
Yeah.
I see Market Share is in the house, and Miss Laura is in the house. Glad to have you guys here. Long time no see. Absolutely. Glad to have you here. Oh, did I mention it feels good to get back to Mesa? How cold are you? Now you're still up in Canada. Is it getting cold up there, Gary?
It is. It's getting down around, well, 0 for us. So freezing. It's getting down around freezing at night.
Right.
During the day, it was, what was it today? 11, which would be around 54, 52 today, you know? So we're getting 30s to 50s right now, right? It's not too bad. We don't mind it that much. I'm setting us all up for winter. You know, I got my sewer pipe in. We run ABS to the sewer, and when you camp in the winter, you don't want to have a flexible hose out there. It'll just fill up and freeze, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and got a heated water hose going, and I got my basement heat going, and I got heaters on the water tanks, and I got a backup heater in the wet bay just in case the basement heat kicks out. We got a heated basement, right? So,
right.
We debated on skirting it, but we don't need to. You know, there's no point.
No, probably not. But it is, you know, that would be a good video, Gary. You know, a lot of people don't think about cold and how that affects the RV kind of lifestyle. And it's not impossible. I certainly have done it, at least for one full season, winter season. But there are things that, like you've said, that you set yourself up for success, because it is a little bit harder, and you have to be a little more deliberate in how you handle that. So
well, this campground we're in, you know, it's all about the grass here, right? So you don't even have any gravel beside your coach or nothing. Your gravel is under your coach. And if it snows, we get about 6 inches of snow here over the winter, and it'll stay for a while, and you'll be walking on snow on grass in the winter. That's no good. You know, it's just slippery.
Yeah.
So despite what he says about the grass is the almighty, I bought 8 patio stones today, and I made myself a sidewalk, you know?
Yeah.
And he'll get upset when he sees it, but oh well, that's what I did last time. We were here for COVID for 2 winters for COVID. And, you know, so I'm well prepared for winter. It's really not that big of a deal.
No, there are just some things. The heated water hose. Now I didn't do a sewer hose or a direct sewer line, just because it was too problematic with the cold weather. I just ended up dumping every, you know, so often, and that seemed to do it. But you're saying the big, like 4-inch ABS,
3-inch, because all those fittings are 3-inch.
Okay.
I thought they were 4-inch at first too. The first time I did it, I come here with a bunch of 4-inch ABS pipe, and I had to bring it all back and get 3-inch.
Oh, really? Okay.
And another thing I've learned about this is Camco and Valterra are not compatible. I don't know if you realize that.
No.
They are not compatible. They will not connect together in a watertight way. They make them look like they're identical, but they don't.
But they're not.
Yeah. So when you look at your coach and your valves that you pull out, if they say Valterra on them, that's what you want to buy, right?
Yeah.
Because as soon as you try to hook a Camco on there, it looks like it's good, but no, it just leaks, right?
Okay.
And then also when you go to buy these parts on Amazon, there's Valterra and there's Camco, but there's also like Joe Beck's, and there's a bunch of names you've never heard of before, right? So I know I need Valterra compatible, but those other brands, they don't say if they're compatible with Valterra or with Camco. So I don't know how they make any money. That everything would be getting sent back constantly because it doesn't work, you know.
Interesting.
But, yeah, I shot it all on video. I was doing some editing today. It'll be my next video. Yeah.
I think the other thing that I ran into once you get past that is now I was not traveling during the winter months when I had snow on the slides. But if you have slides and you do plan on traveling, you have to plan on snow being on top of those slides and trying to get those in. And I did not. I realized that was going to be an issue. So, yeah. Because even though you may have snow on top of your slide toppers, that still builds up underneath, and that ice, you got to get it off of there before you can bring those walls in. But I had trouble with, and one of the things you've done, I think, fixes that is propane. And I did not have a propane service, so at least once every couple of weeks, I had to go and actually fill up my propane, drive the coach to a propane dealer and fill up the propane at a dealer. That is where I kind of figured out that, maybe the slides out is a bad thing in the snow.
Yeah. Well, you can leave them out if you're not leaving. Because the slide toppers will just get pushed down with the snow and it stays there, right?
Right. Now, what have you done? What have you done with your setup there? Now, you're not planning on traveling, right?
We're not moving from here until May, and then we're going to Vancouver.
Okay. So what are you doing to accommodate your propane needs?
Oh, I got a 400-pound tank out front.
Yeah, that's what I've seen a lot of people do is they have a big tank brought in.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You gotta. Yeah. Maybe I can pull that up. What's
that?
Oh, my Howard set up here. Just take a glance at my pictures while we're chatting. But I've shot a lot of video and a lot of pictures today, but they're still on my phone. But you know how Google will dump it on your laptop as well, right? So
yeah.
Brian
McCauley says he didn't know Stinky Slinkies were so complicated.
Well, actually, once you hard pipe it, it's simple and it's smooth as glass, right? And you grade it like it's in a house. Like I plumbed my own house and wired my own house, all that stuff, right? So plumbing, the golden rule, it flows downhill. And if your pipe is at 1 inch drop for every 4 feet, you'll never have a problem. Right. And I got my pipes at 1.5 inches every 4 feet. So even though it's outside,
that's not heated, right? That's just straight regular.
Your stink pipe or your sewer pipe will never freeze. It just doesn't happen. Yeah, because it's black for one thing, and the sewage creates its own warmth, and we do so much laundry, dishwasher, showers, everything. We leave the gray open, and it's just flowing out all the time, right? And where it goes into the sewer goes underground, of course, right? And there's always warm air coming out of there, like not very pleasant smelling air, but that is inside your pipes, right?
Yeah. So there's no real reason that you'd need to heat that. The other thing that I've seen a big mistake is people leaving their black tank open.
You never do that.
You say you could. Don't do that. And there is a lot of reasons why you don't want to do that. And I promise you, none of those reasons you want to fix or clean up. Yeah. So don't.
You get the poo pyramid, right? That's not good.
Yeah. Poop and toilet paper pyramid. And because all of that, all the water and liquid is running off and leaving all the solids there, and it just builds up into a nice big pyramid until it greets you at the bottom of your toilet, and pretty much nothing is going down at that point.
Oh my God. I can't imagine that.
Right. Yeah.
Well, We have a macerator toilet in the back, and we have a
Okay.
normal foot pedal toilet at the front. So, number one
Mhm.
in the front, two in the back, right? Everything comes out like soup. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
kind of gross to say that, but it's a
No,
reality.
but you can leave your gray open, and that is okay.
Yeah,
Absolutely, leave your gray open, but not
even in winter.
not your not your black.
Yeah.
To go back to the propane, one of the things I want to add on to mine that you have on yours is you have what do they call the fitting that so you can add a tank? And I
Extend a
imagine
stay.
that's it, extend to stay, and
Yeah.
that would have saved me had I had presence of forethought before I went into that winter. To be able to hook up an outside tank to my existing system, and that would have made things a lot better. So,
well, when we're in Canada, we are in provincial parks all summer, which are like state parks, and there's no hookups. There's just power, right? And
right.
we have two 30-pound bottles that we use for propane because, we like to cook with propane, and it also gets cold at night in Canada, in the spring and fall, right?
Yeah.
So we rotate 30-pound bottles around. But when you're here, you don't want to do that. You'd be changing out a 30-pound bottle every 3-4 days, right?
Right.
If you can go 3 or 4 days,
Yeah, man, I was going to say probably 2 on those cold nights, and that's as much as you're going to get. Where it would have saved me, though, is that when it snows in Central Oregon, where I was at, you generally get maybe 1 or 2 snow days, and then you get a week of warmer weather that melts everything off. Well, that's great if you can wait 1 or 2 days or so to wait for that to melt off. In my case, I didn't have that extended stay, so I ended up having to get the ice off the top of the slides and try to get this thing down and get it filled up with propane, because I don't think people realize how much it takes in that cold weather to heat these beasts.
Oh yeah.
And I promise you, a little portable electric heater isn't probably isn't going to do it.
Well, we have heated floors, and we have registers all around the coach that have heat coming out of them. They have glyco running through the whole system, right? That's heated by a furnace, an on-demand furnace that also heats our hot water. And we have that on. Plus, we have an electric heater right at the front door, right at the bottom step, right? We put an electric heater right there because that's where the majority of the cold comes in. It comes in around the front of the coach, and it goes down into that stairwell, right? And so it either comes in the door or cold from the glass, right? So you put a heater right up there all the time. And even if it gets cold in here, then we'll turn on the fireplace. Instead of turning up the propane heat, we just turn on the electric fireplace. Because this is a really good park here. It's 50 amp, full hookup, perfect power, perfect water pressure, perfect sewer system, good roads.
Sure.
Like, it's a really good park. And it's pricey, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I just put a picture up there. This is something that nobody thinks of. Very people even know what this is.
Let's see if I can get it.
Let's see if you can guess what it is.
Can it get up there? Come on. I'm having a little bit of trouble with StreamYard tonight. Oh, there we go. What are we looking at there, Gary?
Isn't that interesting, huh?
Yeah.
You know when you run your sewer pipe out the bottom of your wet bay, right? You have a 6-inch hole there. And if you run a permanent pipe out there all winter, well, that's where the mice are going to come in for sure. They'll run right up the pipe, right? So that sticks through the hole, and it velcros around your pipe at the bottom there, and it sits over the hole at the top. So no mice can get in, no bugs, no nothing. It's even good in the summer. It keeps the bugs out, eh?
Right.
I only use that when we're winter docking, of course, because I have a small pipe and I can just run it out of one of the hose fittings in the door. But this thing here is worth its weight in gold, and there's only one place you can get it. One guy makes these in his garage, and it's called Sewer Sock. And I forget, he's in Tennessee or something like that. And, you can't buy it on an eBay or Amazon or in any store or nothing. You have to order it from him, and it comes from his garage.
Interesting.
I've had two of these. Yeah.
Nice.
But that's a really, really good thing to have in the winter. That's for sure. And then when your pipe goes through, you stick a bunch of rags all around the pipe to kind of insulate any cold air from coming in, right?
That was my next question. Is there's not a lot of insulation there, so you do want to try to insulate that and keep that cold out.
You could stick insulation in there, but I don't like pink insulation. It gets all over my fingers, and I'm actually allergic to it. So
Sure.
I touch it, and my hands are screwed for days.
Well, okay. Yeah. Well, thanks. Appreciate that. There we go. The things that you run across that nobody would know of. Right? There you go.
That's handy in provincial and state parks too. If you're running a 3-inch pipe out of your coach, there's always going to be a hole, right?
Right.
Yep.
No.
If you have an inside bay.
Well, thanks for that. Appreciate it. Any other tips for winter stays in an RV?
Stay indoors.
Yeah, and keep the door closed. Try to keep the heat in.
Yeah. Well, this coach is really well insulated, right? It's supposed to be good for 40 below without any problems, right? But
yeah.
Like they said, it seems kind of stupid when I say it, but these are rock star coaches. These are the kind of coaches that rock stars travel in, and they go to concerts in the winter in Canada, and they stay in coaches like this.
Yeah.
And Axl Rose actually has, well, probably not anymore, but he actually had this identical coach, same colors, same interior, same.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. So,
me and Axl, we're cool.
Yeah, you're cool. Yeah, get an autograph for me if you would.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of blew me away when I saw that, because it was a bunch of it showed coaches like what Willie Nelson has and what this guy has. I thought it was an interesting thing, eh? They showed about 10 different people's tour buses and that, and freaking Axl Rose has the same coach. Blew my mind.
Yeah. Don has my tip right there. I kind of like Don's tip. You drive it someplace warm.
Oh yeah, we did that for years. Yeah.
We
know about that.
Yeah, don't go out if the temperature is below your age.
Yeah.
So there you go. I like that. Those are two good ones that I ascribe to absolutely with my no snowflake policy. So
well, this would be about the time we'd leave, right?
Yeah, if you want to join us, I see a few new people in there. If you want to come on and join us, just click the link right there. It'll bring you into the green room, and I'll introduce you and bring you on. So, let's see here. I'm just trying to. Gary, come back. I think I kicked Gary off. I was trying to take the picture down. I didn't realize that was gonna. Sorry, Gary. Yeah. There we go. I was just trying to get my green room cleared out here, and I inadvertently 86 Gary. Gary, come on back on if you can. And sorry about that. There he is. I was just trying to remove the cup so that I had room here in case somebody else came in, and I not the cup, whatever that screen thing. Well, what would you call that thing?
A pop-up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I had something pop up here. It was some sort of a StreamYard ad.
No. I meant the screen pipe screen block. The that you had up, the picture that you had up, but apparently when it asked me, do you want to kick this guest? I was just trying to get rid of that out of the green room, and apparently it connected you to that.
I deleted that just before that happened. So while you were reaching to click it, I deleted it and you put me out.
Oh, no kidding. Sorry about that.
Happened. Yeah, that's all right.
Well, I was going to go into fantasy football a little bit here, Gary. You had a
Let's
pretty
do it.
good week last week. And for somebody that was new last year, you've kind of got it going on this year.
Yeah. Oh, this is my third year, Dave.
Oh, that is your third year, isn't it?
Yeah, I won the first year and I was second last year.
Okay.
But,
All right.
you might as well
Yeah.
talk about fantasy football while I'm on top, because next week doesn't look good.
Yeah, you and me both. I have held the number one spot a few times, but I am slipping terribly. Let's see if I share screen. That one right there. Share that one. So going back to week 6, and this was the game that I had with Lenny, the hard yard right there.
Wow.
Look at the final scores on these. I mean, really close. In fact, I had actually congratulated Lenny on the win, and magically somehow, this was before the Monday night game was over, I edged and squeaked ever so slightly just ahead to pick up the win. I think that gave me my number one spot back again, but that was the last that I'll get that number one spot, I think. Flying Monkeys and Desert Gypsy battling it out. That's Miss Cindy right there, taking the win. Smoky Eaters, Gary, you have been doing fairly good this year, beating out Howard. Again, this is week 6. Simpler Life. This is Jeff's first year at this, and he kind of had a week like I had this last week, and just you hate when you can't break 100, and it's just some weeks are like that. So Miss Jen taking the win. No plays like Mahomes, and then we'll move on to Wandering Stars. That is Dawn. Dawn taking a loss to Cowboy Travelers. Terry is new this year too. Terry has never played until this year, so I'm glad that it seems they're having pretty good year for their first year out. So switching over to week 7, and let's see if we can get that up here real quick. We'll just do Wandering Stars, taking a loss to Jeff again, first year out. Is it just beginner's luck? I don't know. We'll see how well it goes here. Cowboy Travelers against Smoke Eaters. Cowboy Travelers taking the win. No plays like Mahomes, taking the win over Cindy on Flying Monkeys. And there's Gary right there. This was a tight game. Were you a little nervous there, Gary?
Lenny and I were talking about that, right? And
that is some of these games. Look at this, you can see how it went, and you guys just swapped right there at the end, and so wow.
That's about when he stopped talking to me.
Yeah, exactly. And
go ahead.
I took a loss to Miss Bonnie right there. Everybody is kicking my butt this year. I don't know. I can't seem to catch a break, but I'm still holding on for the foreseeable future. I'm up there in the top 3. So week 8, which was last week. Let's see if we can bring that up here real quick. Gary, you and I are going at it, and this was last week, and I could not. My players just apparently didn't want to come out and play. Yeah, I mean, you just kind of walked ahead and went ahead through the rest of the week there.
Well, if you look at my scores, that was pretty much a normal game for me. I don't know what happened to you.
I just, everybody decided. I started off great right back down here, and then I don't know, everybody just fell asleep.
I was looking at your guys, and you had guys that scored 2 points or 3 points, or
Yeah, I see a 0 right there for a wide receiver. I've got a 0 this week. We'll go to this week here pretty soon. But congrats
even your quarterback had a negative number for part of the game.
Yeah, my quarterback still only had 7.2 points. So
Yeah.
that's you just put it all together and it just does not equal it's not going to equal a great weekend. So congrats on that win. We'll go over here to No Place Like Mahomes. That's Miss Jen against Desert Gypsy. Not a bad game between the both of them. Jen taking out the win right there. Let's see how Lenny did this last week. He took a loss to Terry again. Watch Terry and Jeff; those two have got the beginner's luck going on, and we'll see how that plays out towards the end here. But all we have to do is make that top 6, and we're in on the playoffs. So if we could just make that top 6.
Yeah, then it doesn't matter. All you got to do is win every game after that.
Exactly.
That's all you got to do.
Miss Cindy having a great week last week. 172. That's no slouch right there.
Yeah.
That is a good week against Dawn Wandering Stars. She took out the win right there. She's 4-4. Don is 3-5. He's been struggling this week trying to make headway here. And we'll go on to Smoke Eaters against Simpler RV Life. Again, taking the win. Jeff, that beginner's luck.
Look at Howard's win-loss there.
What's that?
Look at Howard's win-loss score on that.
Yeah, I know. One and said Howard had a rough, and 121. I won't say is bad. It just wasn't enough to pull it off, and he's just kind of has that luck going on. Going on to this week number 9. And let's see if we can see how everybody's doing. Again, none of this is going to be final until Tuesday morning after the Monday night games. But it looks like Howard may have his second win against. Now, see, how is Miss Cindy have one of the best games that she got at 172 points? And then all of a sudden you go to the very next week and just can't seem to make any headway. So I don't. There's no explaining it sometimes. So I don't know. We'll see how that one plays out. Simpler RV Life, Jeff running that. Oh my gosh, Lenny. Well, Lenny may not. He's got a bunch of players that still need to play. I see a bunch of players haven't played yet.
Oh, excuse me, Dave. Laura, someone's in the chat here saying make sure we say hello to Carol.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, somebody's saying hi. I can't see the chat, so I apologize. But so anyway, he's got that first year magic going on right there, 149. We'll see if Lenny can pull it off. Lenny still has a quarterback, a wide receiver, and a tight end to play. So we will see. Dawn going up against Desert Gypsy. Miss Bonnie would really like a win there. I see that there's still a lot of game left for Dawn over here, Wandering Stars. So I don't know. We'll keep our fingers crossed for Miss Bonnie there, but we'll see. You're going up against Terry over there, Cowboy Travelers, Gary, and
I'm done. It's over.
Yeah, you got. We'll see. I never say it's over until it's over, until Tuesday morning. So you still have a tight end that needs to play. Looks like you haven't done too bad. You just everybody just didn't put in as much as Terry's team put in. It looks like. So, not bad though either way. Like I said, anything over 100 and you're doing okay. It might not be enough to win the week, but I am going up against No Plays Like a Miss Jen right there, and we both have some equal time left. Looks like I have players playing even right now. That's what those yellow marks mean underneath those scores. So I have a wide receiver and a kicker still playing at the moment, and we'll see how this one. Again, I seem to be doing fairly well, much better than I did last week. But I have seen some wacky things go on. So let's see how the league shakes out right now before this week is done.
Yeah, before it changes.
Before it changes. So at the very top is Mr. Gary right there. Oblong Balls is ranked number 1 in the league, followed by Miss Jen, No Place Like Mahomes. I am rounding up 3rd. Cowboy Travelers taking up 4th. Mr. Lenny is holding down the 5th place spot, and Simpler RV Life holding down the 6th place spot. Basically, everything above the 6th place will go on to the playoffs when we come out, but there's still a lot of season left. Anything can happen. So we will just see. So, well, it's, good to have you along this year, Gary. Again, I'm glad that it seems like you're having fun with it.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah. You're sporting. I've got the Yellowstone Cup going on here. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, Howard says, "Dang it, I didn't see that. I may lose my 10th place spot." We're going to need to have a 10th place trophy, because I think Bonnie brought this up last year. Yeah. And a couple of people said, it's not easy keeping that 10th place spot. Yeah. And even at the end of the season, your 10th and 9th place, they have a little, playoff game between them. And you can lose your 10th place spot right there, just by winning one game.
Of course, it's the wifey he has to take out to win a game, right? Like, really?
Right. Yeah. No, they're having fun with it. I'm glad that everybody's having fun with it. And I swear I was fighting for that 10th place spot last year with Miss Bonnie, I believe it was. So I don't know. I don't know how last year shook out at the end of the season. So let's see. I wasn't seeing this, so I have to go back over here and see. Lenny says this week could be the 3rd week I was projected to win and lose. So that's the way it goes, Lenny. That's the way it goes. Jeff's
quarterback.
Mr.
Lenny's playing Jeff, and Jeff's quarterback made 47-70. Like, that's a hell of a quarterback.
Isn't it? Yeah. I saw a quarterback last week had 55 points, I think. So he just, and I don't know. Both of my quarterbacks they decide to take a nap. I don't know what it is. So.
Oh, I just realized who that is. That's Laura, who wants to say hi to Carol.
Yeah, Laura.
You must see some of her stuff. Yeah, she's amazing.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, and Howard says Cindy, all of her good players were on bye this week. That is another thing that you have to deal with, and you have to anticipate. You never know how the bye weeks are going to shake out, and make sure that you have players to play on those bye weeks. And that can be an absolute pain, trying to make sure that you have players up there.
It's tough. What's really tough is when you got a couple of guys that are injured, but you want to hang on to them because when they come back, they're going to be awesome. But then you got your other guys going on by. So who are you going to sacrifice to pull someone in, right? Oh my God.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I have 2 players on my reserve that I've been waiting, and I don't see it happening so far. That they're sitting down in my reserve spots, and I'm afraid to give them up for fear that they're going to play next week.
I hear that.
But then again, yeah, you're right. If they do become eligible to play, you have to pull them out of that reserve, which means you have to get rid of somebody to make that happen. So that gets a little uncomfortable too. So yeah, great time for his quarterback to show up.
Lenny's still predicted to win. It's going to be close.
Yeah. No, I'm glad that everybody is having fun with it. And that's going to be probably the end of the show. We're up at the top of the hour, and glad to have you here, Gary.
Thanks a lot, Dave. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm always here if I realize that it's Tuesday.
Right. Right. Exactly.
That's something like Lenny said a long time ago. Oh, sorry about didn't make the show. I forgot it was Tuesday.
Yeah.
But just remembering Sunday night at 8:00 or 9 or 7 or whatever, but it's just hard to remember, right? Yeah.
Yep, we're gonna be. I try to get as close to that 6 p.m. Pacific time zone.
Yeah.
Now that may change a little bit here, and when I get out to the desert, because I like to hit up the sunsets and have that as part of the show. So we'll just have to play by ear, but I am happy to say that I'm back on the West Coast where they actually have cellular signal, and I can actually sign on and do something. So at least until I get to Quartzsite, and then Quartzsite gets to be, you never know. You never know. No. I'm going to go ahead and give the last word of the night to Miss Laura right there. It's been a while since she's got the last word of the night, and say goodnight to everybody. And we will see you guys next week. I will be right. Something? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Laura and Scott, have you actually met them?
Yes, I have. Absolutely.
Okay, good. They're great people. Eh? We went for dinner with them with Lenny and Angela. And then we ended up going to see their, I don't know what you call it, a Casadilla or whatever. They got a lot with an RV parking spot and a house beside it and all that. And they travel all over the place too. Like, I hope I'm not revealing too much of their life, but talk about people that have got the retirement down. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, absolutely. And one thing I will give her Instagram a shout out. Laura, put your Instagram up there, your Instagram handle. If you want people to come there, she puts up some of the best pictures and stuff on Instagram. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And
all the travel pictures and then all of her art. It's just
Yep. So
that's Scott's a lucky guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you know what? They are a great couple. They're a great couple. So is that your Instagram? Is Casita?
No, that's the name of the building beside their RV, I guess.
Oh, that's the name of the building next to the RV. Okay. Well, anyway, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. If I don't see it, there may be a delay. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Glad to have you here. Hang around, Gary, for the after show, and we'll we'll hang around with you.
Yeah, what happened to Don today?
I haven't talked to Don in a while. Hopefully Don is doing okay. He was here a little bit earlier. Glad to have everybody here, and hopefully Don's doing well. I think Don is with his sister out there.
I see. Right.
Pahrump. So,
okay.
Yep.
Sorry to keep prolonging the show, Dave.
All right, everybody. Have a good week, everybody. Safe travels if you're traveling. We'll see you next week. Live life full time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, there's Don. Don says he's listening. There you go.